May peace and blessings be upon you, and welcome to the My Voice show on EOS. You're with your host, Aisha Heather. Today we have a young artist with us. She's been volunteering with My Voice for a few years. Mariam Hussein is a high school student and she loves to act. She's acted in My Voice's plays, 3 of them, performing at our annual gala and at Muslim Festival in 2017. Hello, Mariam.
Hi.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So we have acted together, right? And I think that's the first time that I saw you act, and that was at My Voice's gala. What was that experience like? You were the scary bus driver. We did a song scene together. The song was from Tangled, I've Got a Dream. So how was that experience for you? Were you nervous?
It wasn't that like nerve-wracking because I had like one line. So it was like
yeah, that's true.
Like, yeah, it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that nerve-wracking. But like to have, that's true, because really your what you had to do was it was like a facial expression that you had to make, right? You had to just like snarl at the girl who wasn't going to sing about her dreams. So I guess it wasn't that much that you had to do, but performing in front of the crowd, like was that something that you were like okay with?
I mean, well, when I perform, I don't really look at the crowd because it's like it scares me, right?
Yeah.
So I was just kind of looking like on the side because like I was sideways on the stage. So yeah.
So you don't kind of think about them. You're in the zone, and your attention is not there. Your attention is in the work that you're doing.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I guess I would say the same because I was acting in that too. And you're right. Like at that moment, your attention is in the work that you're doing, and you don't really want to worry about that. Yeah, thank you. And was that your first time acting?
Outside of school, yes. I acted in school. We had these like performances every single month where we had different themes like sincerity or honesty. So our grade had to perform in one of those months. So every single year I did that.
Every single year you did that. And so then you were performing at school, and then performing at our gala was the first time for you outside of school.
Yeah.
And then you came back to the gala the year after that as well. And this time you had a bigger role that was maybe a bit more demanding, a bit more challenging, and your character's name was Khalid.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk a little bit about your character?
Okay, so my character Khalid, he was like kind of misunderstood teenage guy.
Yeah.
So people thought he was stealing stuff from the masjid, and he was like kind of fed up because he wasn't actually stealing anything. So
yeah. And then the year after that, you played the role of Dahlia.
Yeah.
So do you want to talk a little bit about your role?
So she was kind of bubbly, I guess, and she was kind of a nerd. She's funny.
Yeah.
She liked jokes.
Yeah.
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 She really liked her friends.
She liked her friends, yeah. And do you feel like those roles were a bit more challenging?
Yeah, because I had more lines and I had more stage time. So it was a lot more like I could do something wrong, and that was scary,
Yeah, that can be scary. So what helps you? Like what helps you kind of overcome
So
that?
I like to ground myself. So it's like you close your eyes and you think that you're like growing roots into the ground. Yeah.
Wow.
And it's supposed to help you to like feel more like grounded and like when you're like speaking in a play, then you don't like move around a lot. And so yeah,
that's beautiful. Did you learn that from like a teacher?
Yeah.
Yeah, you learned that from a teacher, like at a like where did you learn that? Like teacher at school? Or?
No. So I in grade 6, I went to Stovall Academy of Music and Dance for acting lessons, and so they taught me that.
They teach you like techniques on what to do when you're up there and if you feel nervous or so that's incredible. And so then you've been with that academy, Stouffville Academy?
Stouffville, yeah.
Stouffville Academy.
Yeah.
So then you've probably done work besides with My Voice. So like what work have you done besides with My Voice?
So the first year, I did this play called You're Making a Scene, which is basically about this comic book writer who didn't know anything about like superheroes or anything that was inside the comic. So she kept messing things up. And my character in that play was a crazed fan who knew everything about the comic book universe. And so I was reading her comic, the one that she wrote, and I was like, this is all wrong.
What is this?
Yeah.
Wow. And and you've probably done more as well.
Yeah. So I did 2 the next year, in grade 7. So I did How the Grinch Stole Christmas and Aladdin. We did Aladdin.
Yeah. And what was your role in Aladdin?
My role in Aladdin was Jasmine.
Yeah.
It was a musical.
It was a musical.
Yeah.
And what about How the Grinch Stole Christmas?
The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. It was like the Dr. Seuss version. So it was like a poem basically, but we got to like say it with expression or like different tones and different volumes to make it sound cooler.
Yeah. So then you didn't have a specific role for that
No.
one? Okay, that's really cool though. That still like helps you work on your
acting skills.
Yeah. Wow. And so you mentioned that the one with Aladdin was a musical. So do you enjoy singing?
I didn't have to sing in that one.
You didn't have to
No.
sing? So how?
Because so in our version,
Yeah.
Jasmine only had to sing one song.
Okay.
And then the musical theater group
Yeah.
sang that song for us. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we didn't have to sing it.
That's pretty interesting. But do you like to sing?
In the shower, yeah.
In the shower, yeah. That's yeah. I feel like most people. And what's your favorite role that you've done so far?
So just this past year in grade 8, I did one called The Skit That Goes Wrong. And it was like really fun to do because it was all about actors who were playing the roles of people. They were playing roles, and in the play, it was all going wrong. So we were putting on a play about a play. So it was super cool.
Wow,
Yeah.
that seems really interesting. A play about a play.
Yeah.
I have a question from our team, right? Because we did kind of want to look at things from what it's like being an artist or an actor as a Muslim, right? And some of the girls on our team, they're Muslim, and they also enjoy acting, like you've acted with Zaina, who's also on our team with My Voice. And so they had a question. They said, as a Muslim girl, when it comes to acting, when it comes to art, what are the limitations, and how does your family feel about this?
So with acting, I can't really, I can do most of the things, but some of the costumes that are too revealing, I can't wear them.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like in Aladdin, it was a love story, right? But I couldn't really like touch the guy or like hug him.
Yeah. So things like that come up, right? And questions like that come up, and then, but you can probably find a way around it. How do you find a way around it? Are your teachers at the school accommodating? Like, what do you do?
Yeah, they are. So like if you're not comfortable doing something, they won't make you do it.
They won't make you do it, and then the scene just kind of changes. And then that also gives you a chance to maybe be spontaneous and do something a little bit different with the scene. And I think that helps with probably the creativity, right?
Right.
Yeah. And when you went into acting, I feel like you maybe didn't get that much resistance when you were doing it with school, but once you started going out, at the gala or with the academy, did you ever meet any sort of resistance from your parents or from relatives?
So my parents were okay with it. They were fine.
They were.
Yeah, they liked me acting, but my grandparents, they were kind of like, my grandfather thought I was going to be a Bollywood actress. And so
he was like, what are you doing, Mariam?
So sometimes I had to not tell them about my performances.
Really?
Yeah. Because they would be like, well, why are you doing this?
Yeah. Did you ever have to sit down with them and just be like, Dada or Nana?
Nana.
Nana, it's okay, and not being a Bollywood actress. Or maybe you will be a Bollywood actress one day, who knows? And like that's really cute though. But yeah, thank you so much, Mariam. We're just gonna take a short break, and we're gonna be back after the break, and we're going to see Mariam in action. So don't go anywhere. Take care. Welcome back to the My Voice show on EOAS. You're with your host, Aisha Heather. Before the break, we were speaking with Mariam, and she's a high school student who loves to act. So let's see her in action. Are you ready, Mariam?
I think so.
Okay, so I'm just going to say the name of your character, and I'll mention the name of the skit as well, and then you can act that character out. Okay? And I'm gonna juggle between your plays, so you have to be alert, okay?
Okay.
Yeah? All right. So, Persephone from the skit that went wrong.
I am the star of the show. Why is everything going wrong? This was supposed to be my big break.
And Khalid from Passing Judgment.
Nobody understands me. I did not steal that box. I want a lawyer.
And you were accused of stealing the Sadka box, right? The Sadka box of the masjid.
Yeah.
And crazed fan from You're Making a Scene.
What's wrong with this comic book? Oh my God, Superman is not stretchy. Wonder Woman does not have super strength. Are you crazy? What's wrong with this person?
And Dahlia from The Mask That Fits All.
My friend is going off the straight path. I don't know what to do. My mom would never let me do the things that her mom does. And her boyfriend, Raj, oh my God.
And then Alice from Alice in Wonderland.
Okay. My parents never understand me. Why do I always get in trouble for just doing what I want to do? If I had a world of my own, everything would be nonsense. Nothing would be what it is, because everything would be what it wasn't. And contrary-wise, everything it would be, it wouldn't, and everything it wouldn't be, it would. I'd give anything to go to a place like that.
That was like a tongue twister, huh?
Yeah.
You're incredible, Mariam.
Thank you.
And do you feel like you relate to these characters? Like when you're acting them out and you're going through and learning about them, do you feel like that connection with them?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes, yeah. Do you feel like there's a character that you relate most with? I know you said the favorite one that you played was it
Persephone.
Persephone? It was Persephone?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I thought it was the crazed fan. It was Persephone.
No.
But it was Persephone the one that you related with most?
No, I mean,
No.
I'm not really like her.
Yeah.
But I think the one I relate with most is probably Alice.
Alice.
Yeah.
Yeah, why?
Because like, sometimes she doesn't feel like she belongs, which is like kind of sometimes how I feel.
Yeah.
And then also, she's kind of like adventurous and like crazy kind of, and I feel like sometimes I'm like that too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. And that crazy and adventurous side, do you feel like it comes out in acting, or is acting more a professional side of Mariam?
I think acting is my creative side.
Creative side.
Yeah.
It is. It's where you get to be a bit silly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you think you would pursue acting professionally? Do you think it's something that you'll stop somewhere? Have you thought that far?
Yeah, I have. I want to pursue it, but I feel like it's really hard to be a successful actor and to actually make money from it. So I probably will do it on the side for like forever. But I have a backup plan, just in case.
Backup plan? What's your backup plan?
So I either want to be a journalist or a lawyer.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. And I think like writing is also, like you're very creative when you're writing.
I write poetry.
You do, yeah. You were saying that earlier. Poetry, and you also mentioned photography.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what have you, like this is something that I'd like to ask you, because I tried acting with you in that play, and I didn't really do it ever again after that. So like, what have you felt after acting? Because I don't think I've been able to ask myself this too much, but like, what have you felt after acting? Do you think that it's helped you in some way?
Yeah, so before I acted, it was like, I was so quiet. I didn't want to come out of my shell. I had friends, but like not really. I didn't really like talk to them that much.
Yeah.
And then after acting, I feel like I've become more of an outgoing person.
Yeah.
And I love to like talk and stuff, and I feel like it was really a great creative outlet for me.
Yeah, because sometimes talking can just be so draining,
Yeah.
right? Or so I think like when you're sort of pushed to do it, and maybe you're able to, when you act and you're able to step into other people's shoes, character shoes, you're also able to maybe see the importance of being out there, and or when you're able to connect to those characters, then it maybe just adds more color to you when you're able to connect more with people in general after that. So
I feel like acting has made me more of an empathetic person because I got to see the other people's views, and so it really helped me to step into other people's shoes, like you said.
Yeah. And then, do you have favorite actors? Yeah.
I have some. Like I like some of the actors, but I don't have a favorite one in particular.
You don't have a favorite actor?
Yeah.
Any favorite movies, plays?
Yeah, I love Marvel movies.
Marvel movies?
Yeah, it would be really awesome to be in a Marvel movie. That would be so cool.
Who would you want to be?
I really like Iron Man. But if I would probably want to be Gamora.
Gamora? I don't really know who that is. I'm so sorry.
So she's just this green person. She's from outer space, and she's like cool.
She's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and Broadway. Have you watched Broadway?
I've never been in New York, but I've seen a Broadway play before.
You have?
Lion King.
Lion King.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I don't remember it though. I was really small.
You're really small. Yeah. And Mariam is, I guess, you have the opportunity to share something with the viewers and the parents and grandparents who are watching. Would you like to share something to them so that maybe if they have a child who wants to give acting a shot or some sort of, non-traditional sort of career a shot, do you want to say something to encourage them?
Yeah.
Yeah? You can.
Yeah.
So you can.
Okay. Don't close those doors. If your child or you want to do something that's not like a job that is traditional and that people, like normal people, usually are successful in, try it. Like it might work.
Yeah, yeah. And do you find yourself having to give yourself advice too? Like, does it ever get hard sometimes? Like, oh, is this really going to work? And
yeah, it does. Because like, as an actor, you can only be successful if you get a lot of attention from other people and you are like cast in these roles, right? But casting directors, they always look for a certain type of person.
They do?
Yeah. So they look for a certain type of person to fit their stereotype of like what that person, the character should be, right? And usually it's not people, Muslim people like me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You find that? You find that in our in like the sort of GTA area that we live in, or I guess North America in general. Yeah. That's really interesting. Well, thank you for bringing that up. And inshallah, there will be more outlets where you can, perform and where you do meet the criteria for which, directors are looking for.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mariam, for being here and for sort of getting loose and being a bit, silly with me.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. That's it for today with artist Mariam. Today we especially ask for your engagement and support. My Voice is a platform that gives youth a chance to express themselves artistically. We have comic writers and illustrators. We have graphic designers who put together our magazine. We have photographers. We have actors like Mariam. We have artists who paint to raise funds for various causes. So if you would like to get involved, please write to us at myvoicecanada.com, and please do what you can to support us, whether it's following us on social media or subscribing to our magazine. We would appreciate it. Thank you, take care, and see you next week. Have you heard? My Voice has written a play. It's going to be produced by Muslim Fest later this year. Always wanted to try your hand at acting or get involved with the creative people behind scenes? Contact My Voice Canada to get involved. We're looking for talented actors and creative, hardworking individuals to join our production crew. Write to us at info@myvoicecanada.com and tell us how you'd like to get involved.